Yesterday I made a video, and in that video I was telling you about the fact that you're literally losing like 30 years of your life just by forgetting your dreams. So basically, today I'm going to be reminding you, in case you didn't see the last video, how to remember your dreams, because I mentioned that in the last video, but who knows if you actually watched to that point or if you actually watched the video at all. So first I'm going to tell you how to remember your dreams, then I'm going to tell you how to actually wake up inside your dreams and control them, because that's the title of this video. What I'm thinking of now is how to turn your dreams into productive adventures. I didn't want to say that right at the start in case it wasn't actually that title and I ended up using something different, because that would be confusing. But yeah, basically I'm going to be telling you how to turn your dreams into productive adventures. You'll be able to do anything you want in your dreams, literally fly, drive whatever car you want, study, although I did mention in the last video, don't actually study real stuff, but practice a sport, anything you want to do in your dreams, you can do it. So yeah, there's multiple ways to do it, but I'm going to tell you a few of them. So let's just get right into it. So first step, remembering your dreams. Yes, so you write down every morning when you wake up, you write down every bit of your dream you can remember. So at first you probably don't remember any of it, so what you're going to do the night before you want to do this, so just every night as you're going to sleep for now until you actually just start remembering your dreams properly, you're going to actually say a mantra to yourself: I will remember my dreams, and just say that in your head over and over again. And what will happen if you continue to say this over and over in your head is that it will stay in your head, and then as you fall asleep it will stay there. You wake up and it will be in your head, and you'll actually remember your dreams when you wake up. You won't remember them forever, so if you wake up and you remember your dreams, don't be like, oh yeah, I'll write them down later, because you'll forget them by the time it's been an hour or so, or 10-20 minutes. So what you've got to do is write them down immediately, because unless they're really notable you just forget them. So first I'd recommend using a notepad and paper, a notepad and pen, not a notepad and paper, or just any sheet of paper and pen, because what's going to do is you're actually going to make it seem more important to yourself, because if you write something down it's actually there and real, instead of typing it, because then that can just be deleted in a second. So yeah, write it down at first, and then you can transition to using your phone or something when your dream recall is better anyway. So that's basically how you remember your dreams, and you can remember your dreams very flawlessly doing that. So next step is actually becoming aware that you're dreaming inside of your dreams. So what you're going to do is you're going to do reality checks throughout the day. This is the easiest method, because there's other methods where you actually just lay still and then you fall asleep. You're going to sleep paralysis, and then from sleep paralysis you go into a dream, and then you're conscious in the dream, and you've made the dream around you from your consciousness. But instead of doing that, that's too complicated. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the dream, and then we're going to gain our consciousness inside the dream instead of creating the dream around our consciousness, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to do reality checks throughout the day, and then when we go to sleep, if we've done 10 reality checks in the day and we're asleep for what feels like half a day, you'll do 5 reality checks, maybe. Obviously it won't work perfectly, but this is how the theory of it works, and it does work eventually. So I'm going to show you 3 reality checks. So the first one, which is the one I use now. I don't properly practice lucid dreaming anymore. I don't try to lucid dream, because it just doesn't give me that much benefit at the moment. So I don't do this that frequently, but when I do feel like I might be dreaming, because you do get that feeling sometimes, what I do is I put my hands out in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I like about this one is you can do it in public, so I don't have to actually point at my fingers. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because I have 5 fingers, I know I'm not dreaming. In your dreams, you're pretty much never going to have 5 fingers. I've had tens of fingers. I've had 4 fingers. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever had 4 fingers. I've always had loads of fingers. I've never had less. But some people have less fingers too. Your hands might be discolored or something. So if your hands look weird, you're probably dreaming. So then you can do another reality check. Another one this is the first one that I became lucid with. Go like that. Just try and you don't have to do it with power. Just try and actually just intend on pushing your pushing your finger through your palm. In a dream, your finger will actually go through your palm like that. And yeah, that's the simple one. That's actually an extra one. I didn't know I was going to do that one. So there's going to be 2 more. Next one is the one which is the really definite one. This one you can't get wrong. So this one I like the most. So if I ever do this in a dream, like count my fingers in a dream, I'll then go to this one. So what you do, take a breath out, then pinch your nose, and then take a breath in. As you can see, I did not breathe in. So if you can actually breathe through your nose when you've got your nose pinched, that's because in the real world your nose isn't pinched. You're just pinching it in your dream, so it feels like your nose is pinched, but you can breathe in. So it's a different feeling to what you feel in real life, which is pretty cool. Like, good experience actually, just having your nose pinched and still breathing in. But yeah, I've done that loads. That's the main sort of one, very definite, because you're never gonna, unless someone's actually like pinching your nose in real life at the perfect time, you're probably gonna wake up if someone's actually doing that. So pretty flawless one. But another one is reading. So if there's just some text anywhere, there's not really any text here. So yeah, just like you see a text, you see a sign, you read the sign, look away from it, look back at it, and then if it says the same thing, then you're not dreaming. Yeah, if you're in a dream, it will say a different thing every time you look back, or something will be slightly different. There might also be like spelling mistakes in signs and stuff. So if you see a spelling mistake on a sign, it might be the real world, but chances are you're actually dreaming. So yeah, that is all the reality checks. And what you're going to do, you're going to pick a scenario. Obviously, whenever you feel like something's weird, something's off, you're going to do a reality check. Now you know about them, you'll probably just do it anyway. But what you're going to do is you're going to pick a scenario. Like, could be every time you walk through a door. That's kind of a lot. I did that at one point. It was just a bit too much, because you're around a lot of people and you're walking through doors as well. So it's like, it just gets a bit hard to do. But one which could be good is like every time you sit down, every time you just get up or sit down from a chair, you count your fingers or something, and then if you've got a different amount of fingers, you do the nose one. And then yeah, you're going to stand up and sit down from chairs at least every once in a while in a dream, and then you're actually going to become lucid every time you do. And becoming lucid is when you wake up in your dreams, by the way, if you didn't know that. I said that in the last video too, but yeah, you could pick one scenario, you could pick 2 scenarios, you could do it whenever you sit down and stand up from a chair. Some people do it whenever they get into conversation, and I tried to do this at one point. I was like, whenever I speak to someone, I'm going to reality check. So I'd speak to someone and then I'd go away and reality check as quick as possible. And it did work. Like, I reality checked. I was lucid like the next day. But it's a bit much, if you're speaking to like 50 people a day, you're getting a lot of reality checks in. But if you really care about it, you can do that. But it's like, it's also a bit weird. Like, you're having a conversation and then you just got to like sort of go away, find a spot where no one's going to see you, or just like discreetly like look down at your hands or something. So yeah, that one can be a bit awkward. But yeah, it's up to you when you're going to actually do this reality checking. You're just going to reality check as frequently as possible, and then you're going to become lucid, and that's important. But the more important thing is just remembering your dreams, because even if you don't become lucid ever, you're still saving 30 years of your life just by remembering your dreams, writing down your dreams every morning. And it can become a big like task, but if you just write like summed up things, then you'll be able to go back and just remember them. If I look at like my dream note things, I'll still have a picture of them in my mind because it actually happened, even if it would be completely lost without that little bit of a memory jog. When you get like deja vu or something, it's probably because you've seen it in a dream at some point, and you're like, well, this has happened before. So yeah, basically you don't remember it happened in a dream, but when you've wrote it down, you will remember if you just put some loose notes. So yeah, that's it for the video. Long video, one of my longer videos, but it's insightful. If you want a tutorial on how to do the wake-induced lucid dreaming, which is how you create the dream around yourself, around your consciousness, because you stay conscious as you fall asleep, I can give you a tutorial on that. I'm not very practiced in it though, so probably better I don't. Just search it up if you want it, so I probably won't do that. But yeah, goodbye, have a good day, and see you in the next video, which will be later today. And yeah.